Hey, what's up everybody, Nintendo91 here, bringing you guys another episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. We have just finished the Great Bay Temple in the last episode, and we returned the Stray Fairies, and that's pretty much all we did. So, in this episode, what I'm thinking of doing here is getting another heart piece, and then I think I'm going to get us the last bottle. Just get that all out of the way. So, in order to do that, we will be needing just a few things here. I'm going to need the Zora Mask to get a heart piece, and then I'll be needing the hook shot. So this will probably take the entire video getting this bottle, so that's probably all we're going to be doing in it. But you know what? Bottles are important. It's part of completing the game, and they're just important to have. Now what the hell? Are these things only out at night? Because I feel like they are. Yeah, they're normally not all over here. That's crazy, because they're like, generally, I think this is pretty open. I think at least during the day, so let's hit this guy real quick. Hit him again, just get rid of him, get the free rupee, because that's normally what they give you. Yep, 20 rupees. Just as I suspected. Okay, so the other thing we need to do is we need to dive down to the bottom of this thing right here. And you'll notice something very interesting, is that at the bottom there's a like. So let's go ahead and just electrocute him. See how that did. And there we go. Like is dead. And out of the like comes a heart piece. So with this heart piece we get yet another full heart container. And then we just gotta float back up and we should be pretty much done with this. Just avoid these fish. As we float on up. Dumb fish. So, you guys are going to be needing some pretty good Zora control skills if you're going to be doing this next part. And I know I will be needing it too, because I'm not the greatest person with the Zora swimming ability or the Zora swimming controls. So, we'll see how this turns out. But we got a hook shot up to this tree here. Because if you might have noticed a little earlier, why the hell can't I hit that? I gotta go a little closer, I guess. I was going to say, I didn't think I was that far off. But you guys might have noticed that there's actually a series of trees that we can hookshot to right around here. So let's go ahead and do that. This will allow us to... I think that's a Scarecrow song spot right there. Yet I don't even know if we've made a Scarecrow song. Because in this game you have to change your Scarecrow song, I believe, each cycle that you reset. Each time you reset time you have to recreate your Scarecrow song. So that's one thing we'll be doing later on, because we will be needing it to do some more side quest stuff. But in the meantime, right now, we don't need it. At least to get up to this spot. So here, and then I think, what, one more? Shoot over here? Yep, right up there. And we get in there. There's a little doorway up there to a secret area. And sure enough, we get right into an area with music that's supposed to be similar, I think, to the Zora Domain. So this is a river rapids area, and here's some interesting characters that you never would think would be in a Zelda game. Couple of beavers. Let's check them out. Let's see if we can catch him, since he's swimming everywhere. Try to out-target him. Oh, and sure enough, he goes straight to the bottom, trying to test our abilities, see if we're as good as him. I like how he has his wood on his back like that. That's funny. For building his dam. Well, we'll see what he thinks about us being able to swim on down here. Hey, you again? You can't fool me with your green clothes. You want an empty bottle, don't you? You never learned your lesson. Coo. Okay, I'll give you one. But only if you can swim through all the rings in the river in under 2 minutes. So do you want to try? Sure. There's totally 20 rings. You must swim through them in this right order for it to count. Swim through the rings, and then you gotta get to the finish line. I'll show you the way, so follow me and don't get separated. I feel like that guy would talk like that because he's got the hillbilly giant teeth. So right off the bat, one of the things you want to do, try to swim instantly, because you can get down in enough time to get that ring. Other times you might just want to sink to the bottom a little and then start swimming, because sometimes you can't angle down steep enough to make that first ring. Then you gotta go around for a second pass. This actually isn't that hard if you just follow him. And the controls aren't bad if you kind of tap them. Like, you might be able to hear my controller in the background, but a lot of the times I just kind of gradually tap them. You know, you make fine, small adjustments. I like to go through that little loop as practice. because later on it gets more intense in terms of what you have to, more rings per each time you do this, because we do have to do this again. Which is why I was saying this will probably take the entire video. Oh, I just hit one. So they are solid like that, so you do have to swim through them or else you get stopped. It doesn't get too difficult though, I mean, this is about as hard as it's gonna get. Just gotta make some turns that are kind of sharp. Just keep following him, you'll be fine. Got there. Alright. So time is really nothing important. If you're right behind him, you'll be fine on time because he finishes with plenty of time left. It's more like when you lose sight of him because you might have missed a ring or something that you kind of have to be wary of the clock. But we'll probably end up finishing here with like 20 seconds, which is, oh, less than that actually, or more than that, I mean, 30 seconds. So that's easy enough. So that's our first round. And, yeah, they're pretty shocked by that, so this isn't good. Oh, and who's this guy? Did you call me little brother? It's like the Angry Beavers or something from Nickelodeon way back in the day. I called you big brother, actually. What? An empty bottle? Yeah, an empty bottle. Don't worry, little brother. To us, empty bottles are a treasure. I can't give you one just because you beat my little brother. We can't just give you one. I'll give you one after you race once more against me. So will you try it? And yes, you have to do it. And just like he said, the rules are the same. Have to swim through rings, but except this time there's 25. And for some reason, I can't always get this first one. So I'm going to sink to the bottom here in order to get this first one, because I know that I would have never made that first ring if I would have just tried to swim and angle straight down. Because I did that last time and it didn't work, so there you go. Little tip. That should help, actually, because this one isn't. This really isn't any harder. 5 more rings. The area where they add more of them is pretty much in these 2 rooms, like the room with the logs that I was swimming under, and then that room with all the seaweed. Like this room, they add a couple. Nothing too hard, because look, it kind of makes their swerving pattern a little easier, actually, to get through. I'd throw one right here. So really it's just kind of like working more angles. This one can be a little bit of a pain in the butt. Swimming down there. Just, you know, they try to make it so the path you have to take is a little more challenging. There you go, swim through that one, you're fine. This isn't too bad. Got a couple in here that we have to worry about. This is where the extent of them are. They added, what, 3 more in that room, and you just kind of got to go back and forth. Not too difficult at all. I don't think any of you guys would have a hard time with this if you even did it on your first try. It's actually not that bad. Now there's like hardly any at this tail end. Just throw all the hard ones earlier off. Sometimes jumping out of the water like that can screw you up, so something you might want to be wary of too. Oh, look at that moon. That thing's creepy looking. Sure enough, we did it. Perfect. He did it, little brother. Yeah, he did it, big brother. There's nothing we can do, little brother. Yeah, give me this bottle already, damn it. Sure enough, we got the empty bottle. We underestimated you. Why, yes, you did. Alright. So, we're back here at the entrance. And if you notice this time, they're chilling over there. So, what we need to do next is we actually got to race them again for a heart piece. But since we're already at 9 minutes, I think I'm just going to make this a short episode. And I will just do the race in the next episode, and then we can do some more stuff later on. So then the entire that way this entire episode won't just be Beaver stuff, you know. It won't be Beaver stuff back to back. So next time, plan for doing the Beaver race and getting our heart piece, and then we'll move on with some more mini games and some other cool heart pieces and side quest stuff we can do in the Great Bay area. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Let's Play Majora's Mask. I will see you guys next time in part 57, I believe. Until then, take care. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.